Over $900 in profit with a 35% win rate and 79 trades versus minus $1,000, a 28% win rate and 184 trades. Same market, same strategy, same trader, but two completely different months. And if you look at those numbers for more than 5 seconds, the answer is probably staring at you. It is the extra 105 trades. So here's what you get from this video. 1. The exact data from both months, every losing day, every winning day, all numbers, no hidden data. 2. The tool that protected me from blowing my challenge. 3. The mistakes that I did, and you can benefit from knowing them and not do the mistakes, because I will show you exactly what I did wrong. And 4. The exact system I will use now to protect myself and will not happen this bad months ever again. You will see everything screen by screen. I will show you exactly how it works. And look, I do this video not as the type of guy who figured it all out. I just want to show you transparent how my trading is going forward and how can you benefit from it. I wish this kind of video would be out there before. So let's crack into it and start with the losing months. Over here you can see in PropControl my whole performance of my Lucid Trading challenge. Here's the exact challenge. It's connected to PropControl. So here in the Prop Accounts tab, you can see my Lucid 50K challenge. I not exceed my trailing drawdown, which was like 60% of my whole trailing drawdown. I not hit and violated any rules. I gave up all of my profits. Okay, that happens. You will have red days, maybe you will have red months, but the most important thing is to keep your challenge actually. So imagine if you have like 20 funded accounts, then you will probably not like to blow up these 20 accounts. If you stack them all up and connect them in the copy trader and try to allocate like 1 million or something, then the most important thing is to not blow up your accounts. And I try to create good habits at first to keep my challenges, to not blow up these challenges. And yeah, I gave up some profits, but I kept my challenge. That's the most important thing and a big win for me, honestly. So let's look into the exact data. So in March, I made $923 with micro contracts. So I always trade like micro contracts. And in last month, in March, I only traded the MES. So the micro contract of the S&P 500, of the ES. And it's 79 trades because I think there are also like the partial profits including. So the open and closing of a micro contract counts as a trade. This is because of the API of the ATES connection, because it sends the trades to PropControl automatically. The first day I made 18 trades. I don't know what was wrong. Probably I was gambling at the beginning. I made 5 trades here in February, and then in March 18 trades or 16 trades in one day and 8 trades in the next day. And I was still like not in the gambling mode, but over trading mode. And then I thought, okay, man, I need to create a playbook. I need to have the exact rules which I want to use for my trading. And then I set up in the playbook section the key level absorption playbook. And it is like higher time frame levels of the 300-day volume profile, and when it reaches the slow volume nodes of the higher time frame volume profile, I want to look for absorption and also look for like activity in the gamma and have like maybe gamma levels in confluence. And this was my exact playbook after this, I guess, like 3rd or after this 4th of March. And from there I really locked in and did like 1 trade, sometimes a little more, but like on average, maybe 1 to 5 trades on average. And as you can see, the results were like really decent. And after 2 weeks over here, I also made the AI plans. So I figured out that I can analyze the GEX levels with AI. And in the strategy section of the GEX levels, I invented the AI section with the AI trading plans, which I'm not a big fan of them right now anymore, because then I gave up like my control, and it still worked at the beginning, but like something was wrong with the input data in the first 2 weeks over here, and then I start losing. So big learning over here, because I start to change something. Everything worked for like 2 weeks. It's not a big sample size, but everything worked, and I start changing something. And every time you change something, you have the possibility of changing your results, because if you change, you have a new strategy, a new setup, new parameters, and every new parameters can lead to way different results in the future. And at this phase over here, I always used the AI trading plan only if it matched my exact playbook. So congrats to myself, I did not change everything, but I added a layer to it. And it still worked because the playbook before just worked. And with the AI trading plan, it just gave me a little bit of more confirmation. Because of that, I did not make too much trades. So like one trade over here, one trade, 4 trades, one trade, one trade, one trade, 3 trades, 2 trades, 2 trades, 3 trades. So I kind of got my overtrading in control because of the AI trading plan, because I knew, okay, at the exact levels, I want to make a trade. And if it matches to my exact playbook, I do a trade. Yeah. And then something was wrong with the input data. And the levels were kind of really apart after contract switch, and from March contract to June contract. Yeah, something was wrong there with the contract switch, with the data, and the SPX calculation to ES calculation. So the SPX has way different data and different numbers at the exact same levels. So the calculation was kind of wrong, and then I sucked in because I did not have the confluence layer of the AI trading plan. And from there, I don't know what's happened, but I started like really over trading in the last 2 weeks. Did like way more trades and stuff. And I guess this was the exact reason why I sucked in so bad. Definitely making too much trades, over trading, changing, like system hopping, I would say. I was not like totally hopping off of my system, but I kind of changed something, so it counts as a system hop, I would say. Then also over trading and yeah, revenge trading as well. And what prevented me from not blowing my account was my daily loss protection inside of ATES. So the PropControl indicator is connected to ATES, and after you exceed your daily loss, so you can like set up your daily loss in the prop accounts, and over here you see $500. This is my daily loss, and $200 is my max risk. And I exceeded my daily loss, and then the PropControl dashboard, like everything in ATES got frozen and everything was red. Stop trading, daily loss limit is breached, and from there I stopped. I turned off my computer, I went outside running and settled back. And from there, the last days, yeah, my P&L curve goes up again, and I really settled down. And now I want to show you the playbook. For now, I simplified everything, and from here I really log in again and making this March P&L curve going up in May again. So before we get into the exact playbook, I want to simplify it for you, the anatomy of a profitable future strategy. So basically everything is based on the 4 components over here. So at first we want to have a context. So we want to have like a bias, where can the market go next? And we want to have like a higher time frame analysis. What chart you use, it doesn't matter. It just need to fit your personality and the overall strategy. And for myself, for the context, I just use like a higher time frame volume profile, like the 300-day cumulative volume profile, and also the net gags. So if we are net positive, I'm more likely to trade fades. If we are net negative, I'm more likely to use my trend setup playbook I just created. And from there, I just want to look at my exact levels. So yeah, I've also forgot like key levels. And if we reach in the context the exact key levels, for example, if we have like positive gags and we have a positive gamma exposure, then positive next gamma exposure, then I'm more likely to trade the fades at the key levels. And then if we have over there at my exact setup, at this exact location from the context, and we are net positive, if we then get like an inside bar or a double top for a short, then this is my basically the exact setup which I need to watch. And the next step from there is to break it down and see in the order flow, is there a stacking, is there a pulling, is there absorption, is there exhaustion? So this is a next layer for confirmation. And if that happens, so if we have like absorption at my key level in the net positive environment, in a ranging market, then I'm executing. So you need like a step-by-step approach with like checkboxes, like in Pilot. If I watch the heat map the whole day, for example, it pulls me in and out so often, because there I see like absorption, the next couple of minutes I see exhaustion, and I see it like all over the time. And it's like, if I sit there like for 4 hours, I really get like confused, and it pulls me in and out because I see too much signals. And because of that, you need to have like, to not get emotionally and not get impulsively, you need to have like a step-to-step approach. And that is what led to my good months in March, actually, because I had this kind of step-by-step approach, but it was not nailed down so hard. So after this losing months, I really nailed it down so hard from now, and I really follow this step. And the exact playbook over here with the anatomy of a profitable future strategy is here inside of my playbook, the IB fade. So basically, it's really common strategy. So you just like draw the high of the first 60 minutes after RTH open. So this is the line here, the IB high. So it's the high of the first 60 minutes open after RTH. And you just draw the high and the low of the trading session. And if we are in a net positive environment, for example, it should show the Gamma dashboard, but because of API it was not working this day. But if it shows like net positive regime at this day, then I take the fade. And then we reached our key level. Then we had like a double top and also an inside bar. So after the inside bar I executed, after the double top I took a second entry, and because the order flow confirmation was there. And we swapped this resting orders over here. We had like staking over here. We filled this offer over here and had like kind of exhaustion above. And then I triggered an entry with a 3-to-1, took partials over here, and the rest I let stop out at break even. So this was basically my first trade over here. And after changing my approach, I would say, but after nailing it down to a step-by-step formula. And you can set up your step-by-step formula here inside of the PropControl dashboard and inside of the playbooks. So I nailed everything down. So I want to fade the IB back into balance. So ideally we have like at this day we open inside of balance. So we have like kind of a ranging environment, and then I want to trade the IB high. And if we break in from the IB high with a double top, for example, for a short, then I want to go short to target VWAP with at least 2-to-1 risk reward and set up a maximum $200 risk per trade and trade the MES micro contract and try to scale out at VWAP. But if we have like a 3-to-1 before, like over here, the 3-to-1 was at this lows and we had this impulsive move in the first hour. So basically my idea was to take it to VWAP, but if we see like absorption, for example, and these are like the exit rules and of the management part. So if we have like, for example, absorption, then I scale out, yeah, and not let it run to VWAP, because then I would maybe, if I would not put my stop loss to break even, I got a loss over here. So this is why order flow is really helpful to see like what's happening at the exact reason. Why is market turning around over there? And if you can read the signals, and I'm really good at reading the signals, but I just have like always this mental issues, and because I just not had like a step forward approach, which is like a pilot with a checklist, then I'm getting emotional and trade like every signals and overtrade. And that's always leads to like blowing my challenges. But since I use PropControl, I'm not blowing my challenges, and now we get things forward, yeah. And then you have your pre-trade checklist. You set it up over here, the fade, for example, of IB. First, we want to hit the IB high or IB low. Then we want to have a break in. Next step, checklist, reverse the signal, double top or inside bar. And 3, we want to have the order flow confirmation in the heat map. Then I pull the trigger. Then I have my management rules. And that's it, straight forward, yeah. So I'm really locked in for May now, and I will document all these steps and the process and my live trades in the next following weeks here on the YouTube Shorts, and also with live trading videos, and will also like show you in the exact charts how the strategy works in the next videos. If you like it and had some learnings out of this video, please leave a thumbs up or a subscription. And finally, if you want to use PropControl, link is for the 14-day free trial also in the descriptions. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.